We're doing our best here, Cart. We really are. I'm trying to ignore the whole Darryn Peterson saga. I really am. We had this on the list yesterday to speak on more of Bill Self's ominous quotes, how he seemingly overnight went from, well, he's day to day to, well, he's definitely out for the immediate future. That felt ominous and weird and just, I don't know. Again, PR questions galore for me on how this is being handled. We don't know if Darryn Peterson is going to play against Duke in the Champions Classic tonight. We know the line is Duke minus 10.5. I'll tell you right now, that line screams to me he's not playing. So
No, it's reported he's out.
he's officially out.
Officially out. Yep.
Okay, there we go. So my suspicions are correct. Let's go back a day to Bill Self's press conference. This is courtesy of 24/7 Sports. I saw it courtesy of our boy Christian Ojakshian at ODJ Hoops. He clipped this and he what was the word caption? He captioned it. Bill Self doesn't sound very optimistic about Kansas's offense outside of Darryn Peterson.
You think about that Carolina game, takes 14 shots and gets 22, and we didn't help him. Right. I think there's a lot of things that we can do to help him, but starts with screen.
Sure. And when he's out, what? I mean, he's got the ball in his hands when he's in the game, right? So who do you? Melvin has it a lot. Who do you look to in this?
There's nobody really else but Melvin.
Right.
You know,
do you want others to? I mean,
yeah, Melvin is the one guy.
Okay.
Melvin can put pressure on somebody and get us into, make a guard floor pass, get us into offense and those things. I actually think Trey could be pretty good at bringing it up as long as it's not real high pressure.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. Could you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, it felt loud and muffled. I wasn't sure. To summarize this, being very pointedly asked from Kansas media. We know Kansas media are very smart. The reporters here covering this very well. Basically, pointedly, when Darren's out, what do you do? Bill was like, well, I mean, Melvin can do it. And then it was like, well, but okay, when Darren's out, like, really, who are you trying to run the offense through? Bill Self cuts off the reporter and says, well, there's nobody else. There's nobody else but Melvin. And then he kind of collects himself, gives 10 seconds on, well, Melvin can initiate. He can bring the ball up. I actually think Trey White could do some of this. Safe to say, Bill Self does not feel overly optimistic about the options he could use to replace Darryn Peterson. Do you interpret this quote the same way I do, that Bill Self is not exactly looking forward to what's in his cupboard with Darren out?
Yeah, it does look like it also like just, doing the whole thing you like to do. It seems like a coach who is like also like a bit frustrated that he's in this spot. Like he came into this year. There's so many things you got to answer for as a coach, right? So many issues. The one thing that he felt good about, probably not having to talk about, was the center position and his point guard position. That's not the case anymore. And Gregory, you know what we have upon us too, by the way?
What do we have?
So I didn't talk to you about this because you're not a part of the meetings. You're not in the camp. Us over at DP High, DPFC, we're starting to get concerned.
Whoa!
Yeah, we don't like this. Okay, yeah, sit out
Whoa!
against Princeton. Yeah, sit out against Savannah State. It's the Champions Classic, dog.
Well, he's got a hamstring issue.
Okay, but like, can we get, why is it a day by day thing?
Cardi's got a hamstring issue that he practiced through for 2 weeks.
It's just not a fan. Like DP's my guy. I want to see him play basketball and obviously get the hamstring right. Oh, hamstrings hurt, by the way, too. You ever hurt your hamstring?
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, not fun. But
Not
like,
fun. Not fun to practice through a hurt hamstring for 2 weeks.
and not fun to play without Darryn Peterson, which is what I'm getting from Bill Self in this clip.
What's less fun, playing without Darryn Peterson or practicing on a hurt hamstring for 2 weeks?
Playing without Darryn Peterson.
Yeah, that's where I'm at
A
too.
lot less fun.
Can I hand up for a second?
Yeah.
Hold on, making sure I have fingers. Pointing back at Bill Self.
Whoa.
Pointing at you, buddy. Because I took Bill Self's side in the Darryn Peterson like initial press conference, right? And I basically was like, I don't know, like I'm annoyed with Darryn more than I'm annoyed with Bill. I think Bill could have handled it better, but whatever. Now it's time to finger point at Bill. Cart, outside of bringing in Darryn Peterson, who did he bring in?
A bunch of transfers.
Melvin Council, Jaden Dawson, Trey White, Nginyu Nagala, and then a four-man freshman class of Bryson Tiller, Cole Rosario, Paul Mbaya, and Samis Calderon. That's this roster. It's 5 freshmen. It's 4 transfers, one of whom was a high major player. That one being Trey White, who's at his 4th school in 4 years after Brad Underwood didn't trust him enough. So when asked the question, who will bring the ball up if Darryn Peterson's out? For a normal roster, if you're missing your starting point guard, you would probably be like, yeah, it sucks. We're missing our guy. But backup point guard's going to be okay. Maybe third string point guard's going to be okay. Hey, maybe we can even run things through our shooting guard and we like what we've got. Bill Self's answer here was cutting off a reporter to say we have no one. You know who you do have, Bill? You have Elmarco Jackson. You have Jaden Dawson. There are other point guards on this team. The reason you're not naming them is because you know what we all know, they stink. And they stunk before you built a roster around them. You didn't have to go into the year with Jaden Dawson. I was shocked that you tried to. We talked about it at the time. You can cut the tape. Dude, I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. I mean, is this not exactly how we called out this roster the whole season, though? It's like, it's Darryn Peterson and nothing else. Well, guess what? There's risks associated to building a roster that's one-dimensional around a freshman that clearly cares about his NBA future more than anything else. Those were obvious before this roster was even built. They're more obvious now, but this is like a loud FU to his backup guards. Like if I'm Elmarco Jackson and I see this clip, I mean, I'm in the portal tomorrow, and Kansas fans probably don't care. Kansas fans are probably like, screw these guys. They're bad. Get them out. But this is all Bill Self's fault is the point. He didn't have to do this. He did do it, and he's not allowed to like be at the podium pouting about it now. Like, figure it out before you get blown out in the Champions Classic.
Right, and true. And here's the thing, coach mental game, to your point. If you are in this spot, the thing you want to do is uplift the players you have. You can think that about the guys, but you shouldn't be having a look of confusion. You should be on your face like, hey, don't worry, El Marco's got us. I believe in these guys. I believe in these guys. Instead, you sound like confused, like I don't know what we're gonna do. They're hearing that, they're probably, I don't know what we're gonna do either. So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's after the past couple years in Kansas with like all the breaking down and off court things as far as like vibes just being bad, like we are trending towards bad vibes.
It's
Again.
bad. It's bad.
Again.
It's bad. But hey, Jeremy Woo dropped a new mock draft and Darryn Peterson's first overall.
We're good then. Actually, okay. Wow. Let me drop that in the DPFC group chat.